To be honest with you, I started when my mom unfortunately had a stroke. That was like around like grade 11. So after my mom had a stroke, like I really thought like instead of like trying to become an actor, become an actor. So for her to see me in movies, TV shows, commercials, because she can no longer work, so all she does is watch TV and then she has to take care of herself. So for me, I feel like to give her that happiness, if she could see me on TV doing what I love, then it's a blessing. So that's how I really started acting.
That's really,
Yeah.
that's funny.
We do this shit for fun. We have our man, Louco St-Fleur, you know what I mean? How are you, my guy? You out here? How you feel?
Good. I feel good.
Welcome.
Glad to be here with the real one, so I appreciate that.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, man. Tell me
You said it. My name is Louco St-Fleur, and I'm an actor and a writer. I was born and raised in Haiti. Came here when I was like 13.
Saint-Domingue.
Sorry?
Saint-Domingue.
Saint-Domingue. Yeah, it's right beside, but Port-au-Prince, where I was born.
But is that what the original name of Haiti was? Was it Saint?
I don't think so. Saint-Domingue is it was? I didn't know that. I thought Saint-Domingue was like Dominican Republic.
Saint-Domingue was the original, like after Toussaint and them, you know what I mean? Do what they had to do, you know what I mean? Be one of the first free black nation in the Western, hemisphere.
That's amazing.
It was originally named Saint-Domingue, yeah.
Wow, thanks for that.
Yeah, man, a little history section.
That makes sense.
Straight facts right there, you know?
That's straight facts.
Straight facts out here.
Yeah, that's good though. Wow, you know that. But yeah, I'm from
Was it Toussaint Louverture?
Yeah, Toussaint Louverture, yes.
1804.
I just make sure, you know what I mean? I had that 1804 right, you know what I mean? Shouts out, you know what I mean? All my Haitian people worldwide, you know?
That's what's up.
Alright, so yo, Louco.
Yeah.
What made you want to start acting and when did you start?
To be honest with you, I started when my mom unfortunately had a stroke. That was like around like grade 11. So after my mom had a stroke, like I really thought like instead of like trying to become an actor, become an actor. So for her to see me in movies, TV shows, commercials, because she can no longer work, so all she does is watch TV and then she has to take care of herself. So for me, I feel like to give her that happiness, if she could see me on TV doing what I love, then it's a blessing. So that's how I really started acting.
That's really,
That's
funny.
Mama, I made it.
Yeah.
What year was that? What year was that?
Grade 11. What year was that?
What was going on at that time in the world? Maybe that helped
was
us.
in the 90s.
No, that was like
Maybe it was
36.
the 80s?
Now, I'm 36. I'm trying to think.
Was this the 80s? Was this?
What?
How long ago, man?
That was a while ago.
Yo,
but
black
I'm trying to
crack,
think.
you know what I mean? So
No,
we're all, we
no,
know,
no,
could be 50 years old, you know what I mean?
Grade
So we're just trying
11,
to, come on.
that
Oh,
was
man, you ain't that old.
I know, 36, bro. I'm going to get.
But anyways, that's
Yeah, but anyway, it's probably like
before,
8-10 years ago. I
That's
don't
all
know.
good.
A while back.
I'm good with math, but yeah, grade 11. So.
Alright. And that's good, she gets to see you work.
Yeah, she gets to see me work. First time she saw me on TV was when I did this commercial for Don't Drive High. I was playing the paramedic, and then just seeing her face, man, the happiness in her face, that makes me happy.
That's what's
So
up.
that's definitely, we can definitely say that that's a source of motivation for you.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
True motivation.
And don't forget, don't drive high.
Yeah,
Most important.
don't do it.
Never.
Don't do it.
Never.
Don't do it. That's
Real talk. Don't do it.
Ever. You know what I mean? What do you love about what you do?
What do I love about what I do?
Let me remix that real quick.
No worries.
What do you not like about the industry that and the work you do? Like, I mean, like not that. Let me rephrase that. Not what do you not like.
3 times.
If you could change something about the industry that you're in a positive way,
Yeah.
what would you like to see more of in your world of acting?
Like what I could not like change, but hopefully make them realize that, when they say like African American, it's like, like what I mean, like,
Yes.
it's just like, it's an actor,
Yes.
he wants to do what he loves. Like, anybody could play a role, like, I don't care what color it is.
You don't have to be stereotyped,
Exactly.
male,
Absolutely.
number one suspect.
Yeah, like that's the way I look, because for me, I'm like, like, I think like every person should try to be somebody they're not. Like, and then it's like real life. I wish we could do that. Like somebody poor should go like in a rich neighborhood to see, is it that easy? And a rich person should go to a poor neighborhood. And is it that like hard? So then I think that's the way we could benefit in life, to know what we go through day by day instead of judging like, oh, he has a lot of money, I'm broke. Or yeah, I don't have a lot of money and then he's rich. You know, if we get to live a life like that without putting a title, and then with acting, that's the same thing I feel. Like, don't say African American or white male. Just this is the role. Play it. Become somebody you're not.
I'm happy you said that because I really wish that everybody on this earth gets to experience what it's like having melanated skin. Because, and I mean that wholeheartedly, because I mean, we can get into this, but if you really knew the struggles as you can speak of in your industry of what you do, or Zoe's industry, what he does, or Sosa's industry, what he, or what I do in my day-to-day, if you know the day-to-day, week-to-week, month-to-month, year-to-year struggles just because you're melanated, like just because of how you're born. So I can't imagine what it's like in your world where people who look like you and sound like you and have your original ideas and thought process, there's not a lot of those at the top.
Yeah, exactly.
So, in a positive note, what do you love about what you do?
It's exactly what I said about like what I would like to change. I love being somebody that I haven't experienced yet, you know? So like, let's say a doctor, you know, like I respect doctors a lot. So if I could play a role as a doctor, I'm like, okay, because they teach you, you know, a real doctor comes on set and teach you. Just like when I did playing the paramedic, there was a real paramedic there, and I didn't know that job was that hard. You're like, you have to like walk and not run when you get to like a scene. I didn't know that. I'm like, oh, but this person got stabbed. But like, no, you have to show that no, like you're not panicking. So then people don't see that the person that's trying to save them, they're panicking. So I didn't know that. So things like that, and then that's what I love about it, like becoming somebody else. Because when I was in Haiti, I grew up in poverty, so it was really tough for me. And I was always watching Home Alone and pretending to be that white kid, you know, like, and then, so for me, I was like, okay, one day I'm gonna have it back. Because I used to sleep on the mattress, on the floors in Haiti. Like when my mom left to get a better life in Canada at 8 years old, and then the 5 years, you know, before I came to Canada, everything was hard. And I don't really like to talk about it until I get like a platform like that, so I could show people like, you don't have to dwell on your past, but when you get a platform, it's just to talk about it. Yeah. So somebody could be inspired. But don't go around your friends and be like, oh, I was poor, man, so you should give me food. Nah, like you just enjoy the moment. But when you get a platform, you get to like have like 500 or 1 million people listening to you. That's when you should talk about it.
It gives you an opportunity to
absolutely.
And Louco, on that note, like you mentioned that you watch Home Alone. My question was going to be is like, what made you want to become an actor? Was it that movie per se, or is there a special TV show that you made yourself like, what that person's doing, I want to do this, and that's what inspired me to like go try this acting?
Like to be honest with you, I didn't even know that I was acting, because you know I was always planning to be that white kid. You know, I was like literally like, okay, I'm gonna have a bed, and I was pretending like my little floor was like there's a bed there. Yeah. So I didn't realize that I was acting, pretending to be somebody, not just so I could escape poverty and misery and that negative mentality. You know,
it came natural to you.
It came natural. So when I came to Canada, the first thing that inspired me was Fresh Prince. Okay. I was like, okay, like I could try to be funny. I think I'm funny.
Yeah.
You know?
So which was your favorite character on the Fresh Prince?
Martin. Sorry, not Martin. What's his name? I was watching the Martin show the other day. Not Will, Carlton. Carlton was actually my favorite. Carlton.
Hold on.
Like, I respect Will.
I respect Will. The new Carlton or the old?
No,
the
Fresh
Carlton.
Prince. We're not talking about Bel Air.
Yeah, well, Fresh Prince. Carlton.
Just so everyone knows, that's two different individuals.
No, yeah,
You know what I mean?
Carlton definitely.
Like the new Carlton, like everyone growing up on this new Bel Air. Yo, that is not Carlton Banks. You know what I mean?
No disrespect.
Like Carlton Banks is this here. You know what I mean? Polo down to the floor. You know what I mean? Like that's Carlton Banks. You know.
And then the reason why Carlton was like my favorite, because you know, like people look at it's Will, you know, this show's about Will. Yeah. But what I like about Carlton brought Will to a bigger platform whenever he was in a scene with him. A lot of people don't notice that. They're focused on the big actor, but like the actor beside him, it's what makes him great. Yeah. You know, the same thing for like a little bit off topic, Malcolm X. What made him great is his wife. You know, Martin Luther King, that was his wife. You know, everybody has a partner. It could be your wife, it could be your friend, it could be your coworker, and that's what makes you great. And if you don't embrace that, then we lose the focus on what's really important. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, basically, just you're saying it was in you. You know, it was just in you to be entertaining and just shout out roles, and then it just became something that, hey, now you can get money out of this and take care of your family.
Absolutely. It was like escaping reality. That's how I call acting. They should, for me personally, they should change it to like,
Yes.
instead of acting,
Yes.
just be. Because you know, a lot of people like they talk to themselves in a negative way.
100%. Yeah.
And then if they get to like tell themselves like, okay, I could do something positive, just be that person. Just like if you're unhappy, be a happy person.
Be a different character.
You know, and then that's it. That's what I think they should call it. Like, just be instead of acting. 'Cause that's
With
what
that
it is.
being said, though, what's the most challenging role that you've had so far as an actor?
It was playing a paramedic in that commercial.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm not a paramedic. And the reason why, because I had to act a certain way that's not Louco, you know, because I'm friendly, I joke around, and then I write poetry, you know what I mean? So the paramedic is like, it's a serious job, like you're literally going to save somebody, and the scene was about like this kid driving high, get into an accident. So I had to like learn all those like facial expressions, and then the moving tactics, the body language and everything. So for me that was like hard, because I had to literally pay attention to every details, because it was a big commercial. So.
Yeah, there's a lot more to acting than just reading lines, right?
Oh, absolutely. A lot of people think like it's not just reading the line. Then you got to memorize the lines. You got to become the character.
Yeah, no, it makes
and then
sense.
just be.
Makes
So,
sense.
yeah.
What's the best advice anyone ever gave you as an actor?
As an actor, don't think about it too much. When you get the role, don't think about it too much.
Yeah.
Like literally, just be. If it's the role that you want, even if you don't want the role, if it's not like messing up with your beliefs and your, you know, whatever you're into, like don't think about the lines too much. Just think about the background of the character.
It essentially gives you an opportunity to grow as a character.
Absolutely,
Right?
because you don't like
diversity, I would imagine.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that makes
You said
sense.
it.
It makes sense. It makes sense. What would you say? You know what? Actually, good question for you. As an actor, who's your biggest role model? Who's the actor that you can say like, you know what, that's who I want to become in my prime time. Like that's where I want to be at the end goal at that point.
Personally, I don't want to become like nobody.
No, I
you know,
know.
no, but I know what you mean. That's
yeah.
what I was gonna add to it. But who inspired me, like what I look up to, Mark Wahlberg, because
Mark Wahlberg?
yeah,
Okay.
and the reason
So is it Mark Wahlberg from back in the day when he was a dancer? I'm talking about
Now he was funny, I'm just saying. You gotta give a history lesson.
Yeah.
It was Marky Mark and
That's what, but I was gonna say like the reason I'm Mark Wahlberg because Mark Wahlberg was like troubled, right?
Yeah.
And then I relate to that. You know, in high school I was troubled. You know, I had a lot of issues as a young teen coming up. You know, in the streets of Ottawa. So I relate to that because
But that's also because you're coming from two different cultures.
no, exactly.
Without any kind of transition, and you're being forced right into it during a period of time where you're also going through your own transition as an individual, going through puberty, right? While at the
Absolutely.
same time, like
Yeah.
trying to identify who you are in a place where you are also like in Haiti, there's black people as far as I can see, you're black, like it's whatever. You come to
Exactly.
Canada, you're the only black person as far as your eye can see.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean?
absolutely.
On top
Yeah.
of that, you don't speak the language, you got a funny accent, you dress funny.
Yeah, exactly. No, I did dress funny.
This is your publicist.
No, I did dress funny. I'm not lying, man. I got pictures
Bro,
to prove it.
Yo, man,
No shame
yo,
in
I was
that.
in ESL till I was in grade 4, man. I want to talk about that, but like, yo, like that, like it's some, yo, it's
Let it out, let it out, let it out.
good, man. It's
We
another
all
topic,
here, we all
but
sharing.
I hear you, man. Like it's not easy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's not easy, especially coming from, and people always talk about, oh, like they'll look at your career, be like, oh my God, like look at how he's got all this work and all this career. Like, oh, it's because he's black. Like, you know, like, nah, man. Like,
Yeah.
look
You
at where
have
you
to
came
work for
from.
it.
Like,
Exactly.
How
You
many
made that
people
happen.
from when you were
Yeah,
born
absolutely,
to
man.
where you are right now
Absolutely.
are not here literally because they're dead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you're here, and like what people don't understand, like there's survivor's guilt that's got to deal with. Like
Absolutely.
you feel a certain kind of way because you quote unquote like people back home they see you like you made it.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know like he made shit. Like,
No,
you know what I
it's
mean?
not-
Like
it's not
I'm
yet.
far
Yeah.
from where the athletes is.
Absolutely.
But people look at you like yo he made like he's
Yeah.
Denzel. Like you know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like people back home calling you like yo like why can't you send me 10,000? Like, you know what I mean? Like
trust me,
like
yeah.
people don't understand like what kind of survivor's guilt comes with that
Yeah.
because you got people back home that are depending on you, not only rooting for you, but it's like it's unrealistic expectations that are set. You know, so it's like almost like a crabs in the bucket mentality, because as far as you're trying to go up, it's like everything that has created you almost tries to pull you down.
Absolutely.
But these are things which, only melanated people really deal with, as as terrible as it sounds to say, but like, coming from Haiti, you know what I mean? Like, were you in, wait, you weren't in Haiti during the earthquake.
No.
But when the earthquake hit, you were here.
Yeah,
meaning
exactly.
You knew people,
Absolutely.
literally knew people who you have memories with,
Absolutely.
who were affected by the earthquake.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And then having that feeling of being like, damn, I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So like that, and people always say like when you do a lot of acting, like when it comes to, people call it method acting.
Absolutely.
Do you find it's hard or easy to get into those type of roles, being able to tap into a deeper kind of self to get into a certain role?
Essentially mastering your role, right?
Yeah, exactly. For me, it's not that hard, not to sound cocky. I'm a believer in meditation and God. So for me, I always take my spirit out of my body. And I always tell people, I always experience death. People are like, oh, but you're not dead. But that's the thing. Death is just a disconnection from your spirit and your body. And you can do that as many times as you want. And then it's called meditation. It's called praying. It's called sleeping. So, and then you could connect back with your body. That's the gift of life that a lot of people are not getting. And I got that from using it with my method of acting. Just literally getting out my comfort zone to disconnect from my body, to get that spirit of that character inside of me. And then together we blend in to make that character come to life. That's why I love when people are like, damn, dude, I actually believed you. And I'm like, okay, so it's working. And I was like, God, we working. Because me, I always say I don't work alone. I work with God. So I was like, we doing something great. And then anybody that doesn't believe, I still don't judge you. But I'm like, whatever you connect to, connect with that. Don't trying to like be somebody you're not. Because playing a character is not you being somebody you're not. You're just being that character. So it becomes you. And then when you're done, exchange your spirit with that person. Just get your spirit back. And that's the way I do with my roles.
Question for you, Louco. So like, say you do a lot of characters in your roles that you do. How do you basically deal with like a negative review? Basically, like for example, if you've done an episode or so and then they bring you back, or you got a negative review, whether you did a character or you did like an audition, like what would you say to the young minds out there who get those obstacles? What do you do to overcome it?
Good question, for real. Negative is good. People look at it as bad, but it's like an opportunity to look at yourself to see, did I do something wrong? And it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just something like I could work with. So to the young guys that's like giving up because somebody's like, oh, you suck, or that line was not good in your rap song, or that scene, you didn't really say it properly, Believe it or not, like if you look at Jumansu, I think,
That Blue My workout was whack. You know
Sorry?
what I mean? Like that kind of a thing.
Yeah, but like he has an accent, right? But he's done so well in his career.
Talking about the character did Blood Diamond, right?
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I was sorry. I apologize if I didn't get his name right.
It's okay.
But
It's just making sure the people know who.
no, exactly. So like, he has an accent, but he's nailing every character that he plays by being who he is, being in tune with that character.
The bald guy?
Yeah. The dark
You just
gentleman.
said the main guy.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, Leo? Come on, man, relax.
Hey, man.
Leonardo DiCaprio. There's a difference between Leo
Hey,
and the name.
Leonardo DiCaprio is almost like a melanated individual the way he's been blackballed in by the official Hollywood world. Like he got an Oscar how late in his career after how much great body of work. Literally black people get blackballed like that. Leo, but anyway.
Denzel had to be.
You said Leo. You said Leo. I had to get into it.
I'm just saying we could all go through that whole industry stuff. But
You said Leo. I had to get into it.
No,
That's my
yeah.
dog, man. Titanic. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. So
Django.
for the young ones, what I was saying, it's like
Unchained.
everything negative that comes to you, like use it as like a positive reinforcement, like literally use it to work hard on yourself. And then if you think about it, somebody's like, oh, you did this scene wrong, and then you're beating yourself up, right?
Yeah.
So if you go take an extra class or you go read a book, guess who benefit from that? You did. So whoever that person that said something negative, they don't realize it's helping you. So I always say
Constructive criticism.
haters don't realize that you make your person that you're hating on better. So if you stop hating, you probably win by, them not doing great in life. You'll be like, oh, I had no haters, so I could quit. I could chill. So haters motivate people. So I was like, if you don't have haters, dude, you're going to be lazy. Just imagine if nobody told him money sucked. He'll never work extra hard. So, that's the way I look at it.
Oh, yeah, okay. All right, now, what do you feel like, for example, is your best work that you've done so far?
My best work is the Mayor of Kingstown. The role that I played, the Crip and jail, and then it's not like the stereotype. It's because of like what I've learned on set. You know, working with like big directors and actors, and then being my first big role so far in my early in my career. So that was like my biggest achievement so far right now.
No, that's what's up. And I did see that scene, and it was beautiful. Just
Thank
like
you.
the way that like you acted out that role. You know,
Yeah.
you played what you was. You're a prisoner.
Yeah,
you know,
thank
talk
you.
smack.
Yeah, exactly.
Let people know what it is, man.
Yeah,
That's straight fast.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
with that being said, we have a good book of business at this point. So what's your next step? What's your next goal?
What would you like to accomplish
Yeah.
professionally?
Professionally is to, obviously make as many movies and TV shows that I could do. God willing, as many years I have on this planet to do it. And then eventually, I'm not doing it for the money, but I know this is gonna pay well. And I wanna use my money to invest in like, especially orphans, and then single moms, single dads. People always say single moms, they don't say single dads.
That's
single
true.
dads,
That's true.
I wanna support anybody that's alone.
Yeah.
For me, because I felt what lonesome could do to you, and then I survived it. And a lot of people don't like to talk
Your mom was
about
in
it.
Canada for 5 years?
Sorry?
You said your mom was in
Yeah,
Canada
yeah.
for 5
She
years?
was. She left me at 8 with my sister and my brother, and then I came to see her at 13 years
So
old.
there it is. You know what I mean?
I was with my dad. My dad, he did his thing, but yeah.
But you understood the struggles that your dad went through.
Exactly.
As a single father. So I hear
Absolutely.
you.
So I always say to people like, I know what lonesome feels like, and then people that wants to hurt themselves, I've been there. A lot of, especially black men, they don't like to talk about that.
Black mental health is a topic
You
that
know
no
what I
one
mean?
in
And
the
then,
world is talking about.
absolutely. And I've been through that. I've probably a couple times I'm like, I want to take my life out. And I'm not afraid to say it because I saved myself with God's help. And then me seeing that, okay, instead of doing this, I'm just going to go straight forward and keep going. And then look at where I am now. Like, I was in Haiti, I'm 36 now. I was in Haiti, like, let's say 23 years ago. Like, literally ducking bullets, not eating properly. And now I'm in a TV show with Jeremy Renner is in it. You know what I mean? So for me, any young person out there that's like, I can't do nothing.
Amen.
That's it. You can do it. That's it.
You gotta tell them, man. Anything is possible.
Absolutely.
Anything is possible.
You work hard, you believe, man, and then especially for us, black skin, even black sisters too. Like, we gotta stop thinking what they think about us. We gotta start thinking what we think about ourselves.
Tell them.
And that's us trying to do
that's
our best.
straight facts.
Tell them what it is.
That's
Tell
it.
them what it is. What is it?
Yeah.
What is that?
What-
That is what you were about to say.
No,
That is
it's like
straight
that's like
facts.
self-love,
That's
straight
straight
facts.
facts.
So, Phil Mike, you want to know what's going on here, Louco? So, I'm going to give you a few options.
Okay.
You decide what's the proper answer to the question, right?
All right.
So, which movie did the quote either they don't know, don't show, or
Or
don't care about what's going on in the hood come from?
I literally
Big
did
quote.
a skit for that movie like a week ago. Boys in the Hood, Dope Boy.
And that is correct. Very good. Your black card is not revoked. Very good. Very good.
That was a
Okay.
deep line. That was a deep line, man.
Yo, it's a big line.
Yeah, I remember your scene about Trey. Let me out.
Trey, let me out.
That's
Let
your
me
favorite
out.
scene, no?
Oh, man.
Okay, back on the regular schedule programming. In which movie was Ice Cube's character named Reggie?
That's a good one. Wow.
Let me give you. I'm gonna give you a few options.
Okay, give me-
Option A, Higher Learning. Option B, Friday. Option C, Boys in the Hood. Or D, Players Club.
Ah.
The good news in this segment, there's no time limit, so we'll go ahead and let you think about
Players
it.
Club, no?
That is correct.
That's
I was like, man,
That's a horror movie.
Benito was about to go off on you.
That's it.
All
Let me ask
right.
you the next question.
Yeah.
What movie features the crew known as CMB, aka Cash Money Brothers?
Sorry,
Is it-
can you repeat the question again?
Okay, so
Sorry.
what movie features the crew known as CMB, Cash Money Brothers?
Okay.
Is it A, Paid in Full? Is it B, Belly? Is it C, New Jack City?
Mm-hmm.
Or is it D, Reggie's favorite movie, Blood In, Blood Out?
Blood in, blood out. Dang, hold up.
And affiliated, you know that.
Cash Money.
No time limit, you're good.
Reggie's favorite movie.
Blood In, Blood Out?
Yeah.
And unfortunately, that is not my favorite movie, and that is not the answer of the question.
What's the answer?
New Jack City, baby. You know what time it is, and that is a wrap. And that's straight fact, baby. You know that straight you Louco. My man, Paramount Plus. You already know.
I appreciate that.
We got a new segment called Money Talks. Ace, tell them what it's about.
Well, we got a great segment, I would say, called Money Talk. Louco, thanks for being here from the show, the Mayor of Kingstown on MTV, Paramount Plus, the IA Media, Currency, and
Episode 4.
Yes, of course. But the whole series is good, of course.
Absolutely.
And Louco's part of the project. Money Talks.
Mm-hmm.
What amount of money do you need to be considered rich in your books?
In my books, when your homies in your family are financially stable, I don't know if there's a number for that, but that's what I'm considered rich.
That's when you know you're rich.
That's when your people are good and you good, that's considered rich.
Right.
It doesn't matter if you have like 8 million, 10 million. If your people are still struggling, you're not rich.
Okay. Now, what would you do with your first million?
Real estate.
Real estate?
Absolutely.
Why are you assuming he hasn't already hit his first million?
Not yet. If I did, everybody.
I'm reading the producer's question, man.
No, yeah, absolutely. Real estate, like
CRA don't listen to this. CRA don't listen to this.
So the whole thing invest, okay?
Yeah.
And it brings us to the last question of Money Talk, and it's only fair I do the Birdman hand rub here.
Absolutely.
No, that's the Felipe Fargo.
The Felipe Fargo hand rub. Shout out to Felipe Fargo, of course.
Absolutely.
You already know. What is your greatest investment so far? We want to know what type of crypto you're holding. Like, what are you like selling? Are you creating a coin? Are you pumping, dumping?
NFTs.
NFTs. What's your investment?
I'm not in all that yet, to be honest with you. But I am.
And we'll talk about classical investments too.
Yeah, I'm creating a clothing company.
Okay.
It's called KO Kings Only.
Okay, that's big.
I'm working on that with my boy Junior, and then we're slowly getting there.
Mm-hmm. I like that. That's very big. A company is an investment. Okay, and that's a wrap, my G's. You know what time it is. Thank you, Louco. That is a wrap. Money Talk.
Next.
Yup. You already know Currency, ENTBIA Media. We got one of the players, one of the actors of the hit TV series, the Mayor of Kingstown, our boy Louco here. Louco, go ahead, tell us where can we catch the show?
Paramount Plus. I'm in episode 4.
Episode 4?
1, Mayor of Kingstown.
Very nice.
Thank you. Guys.
Yeah, let's go. I got my co-host, with me. We're gonna play a little game here, a little trivia question. It's called Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5. No relations. Shout out Jungle.
Yo, free 5. You know what I mean?
Be careful.
Free 5.
Be careful. Some police. But anyways, okay. So let me ask you, top 5 movies.
Top 5 movies. Juice.
Okay.
Fat Ass Steel, Stuck in School.
Above the Rim.
Above the Rim. Juice, Above the Rim.
Boys in the Hood.
Okay. Is that in order?
Yeah, that's in order.
Okay.
I'm literally going. Coming to America.
Classic.
Zamunda. Yeah. And The Departed.
The Departed. Shout out to Matt
on.
Damon.
Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Not at that list. Give me your top 5 shows, please, sir.
Top 5 shows. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Okay, that's your favorite or your least favorite?
No, like top 5, like better.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Okay. Those are the
Fresh Prince number
Fresh
1.
Prince of Bel-Air.
All right. Martin. Number 2, Martin.
And then what's the other show I watched back in the day? The Wire.
Okay, classic.
The Wire, obviously.
Did you watch that show to get prepared for the role? Or?
A little bit. And Oz is the fourth one.
Okay.
Oz is what I watched too to get my character. And then the last one, oh man, that's a good one. Mayor of Kingstown. When I say that,
Mayor of Kingstown.
That's it.
No, it looks lit.
Now, Oz, I gotta ask
one more. Was that 5 or 4?
I watched your scene. You look like you're on the range.
Okay, I got one more show.
But who's your favorite character in Oz?
Let him finish his
Oz?
5.
No, my 5. Hold on.
Let me finish 5, then ask that question.
All right. The one, oh, you know what? The one I've been watching lately that I like, SWAT.
SWAT.
Yeah, SWAT.
SWAT.
On the last
current for your top 5.
Yeah, I'm literally like watching it right now.
No Prison Break in there.
He just said,
That's your personal
Just
favorite.
said-
No, Prison Break is
Those are
good.
forced
That's
down.
okay,
My
guys.
lady loves
That's your
Prison Break.
personal
My lady
favorite.
loves
It's
Prison
not-
Break.
it's
He's
not
a
called
Jason
personal
Tatum fan,
favorite.
that's why. Jason Tatum.
That is-
Luco's top 5.
Yeah, those
those
are
are
my
my
top
top
four
five.
of
Those are
Man
my
of
top
the
five.
Hour, met the star of the city. We got our man Louco.
But hold on,
Who's
who's
Now-
your favorite character in Oz?
Adabisi, man.
Yeah, my little brother
Adabisi.
Yo.
Why is that? No, because of like his controlling.
I remember that line so much.
Mine is his personal preference. What he, you know.
Adebisi's my
But
dog, man. Yo,
he's the leader, like
the leader.
the leader attitude that he had in him. That I like that, you know.
Very well defended point here. All right, top 5 books.
Top 5 books.
Yes.
Man, I write poetry, so I love reading.
Okay, good.
The Secret is like one of my favorite books.
That's all time?
Yeah, it's The Secret and a lot of Tupac books. Got Your Back.
Okay, that's
the life,
interesting.
Yeah, the life of Tupac Shakur.
Okay.
What's the other one that I like a lot? The Art of War.
Art of War, of
The
course.
Art of War.
Gotta be
And the
prepared.
last one, I got one more.
One more here. We got one
In
more.
my little library that I have at home.
The Art of War by Sun Tzu or like
Yeah,
or,
by Sun
Prince
Tzu, yeah.
Machiavelli?
No, by Sun Tzu, because I have it like as an audiobook also.
Because Prince Machiavelli is like the Italian version. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I didn't read that one yet.
That's right. It's a good one to get into.
Yep. Be
And
ready
then,
for war. Be ready for war.
Rich Dad, Poor
Rich Dad, Poor Dad.
Yeah,
Classic.
yeah,
Classic.
classic.
Classic. Right.
Taught me a lot of lessons. Yeah,
Of course,
the top
sir.
5 books.
The top 5 restaurants.
Soleil des Îles.
Soleil des Îles, shout out.
Shout out to my people.
Shout out Soleil des Îles, Rich Boy Lucen.
Margot.
Sac passé.
Margot's
that's
strong
the
competition.
Homie, the homie from high school. Represent.
What else?
Shout out
3
to
more.
Kev.
Give us 3 more.
I like the Moxies.
Moxie's
Hey.
gay.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food or the ambiance?
Both.
Ambiance.
The ambiance is nice, man.
You like to give
Yeah,
high tips.
you know,
High tips.
yeah,
You like to give high tips.
Not the die tips, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man.
Yeah, you better.
Hey.
You seen that baby girl over there? You better give high tips. You know how Moxies work.
That's true.
Come on, give me one more. What's your last restaurant?
No, I got 2 more. Then.
2 more, brother,
I got
sorry.
2 more. I mean,
There's no-
for me, all the African foods, all the
Fishies is-
Asian
fishies
foods,
is a great
every
choice.
food
Fishies,
like
okay.
that represent my people.
City Flavors. Shout out to City Flavors.
Yes,
Shout out
fishies.
to
Yes.
Yeah, already know. Get some food over there.
So last one I'll put in. I like Alomo Coco because I like my breakfast.
Alomo
I like my
Coco.
breakfast.
Alrighty,
I like my
alrighty.
breakfast, so.
Alright,
That's like
guys.
forest
top
times
5
too.
Yes, yes. That's up in Quebec and Canada here. Top 5 rappers. In
Top
order.
5 rap-
Your
in
first-
order?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Top 5.
Yes, sir.
Tupac Shakur.
Keep your head up, dear
Tupac
mama.
Shakur.
Dear mama, of
Dear
course.
Mama,
Respect
classic.
mama. Okay.
My second favorite rapper, I would say Immortal Technique.
Immortal Technique.
Yeah.
We don't even know those
Underground-
rappers.
Oh, you don't know
We're
the real one.
Yo,
stop.
Why
So, yeah.
why
Yeah.
Joe stay quiet on Tupac?
It's okay.
Why Joe stay quiet on
No,
Tupac?
we all know
Hold
Tupac.
up,
What's
hold
the
up,
top?
hold up.
Keep going.
Tupac, Immortal Technique.
went
Meek
over the
Mill
grade,
is a
man.
third
Meek
on my
Mill
list.
got top 3, okay?
Top 3.
Crack the top 3.
Yeah, I mean,
1942
flows.
What's gonna?
The last 2.
Don't be blasphemous now. You got
No,
2
no.
options.
J. Cole.
J. Cole.
J. Cole, yeah.
J.
Cole's
Cole.
on that list.
Okay.
And the one I've been like feeling a lot lately, TV Gucci from OVO and Raps Up. Yeah, TV Gucci.
You see Reggie's eyes? This man is like,
I'm telling you guys.
You saw that.
Top
Zoom in.
5. Top 5.
No, there's always a place where it comes up.
You don't know on a real.
No, I don't know the guy.
No,
Maybe I'm not educated.
let me give straight facts.
I like it.
No, let me.
That's what I know. That's what he likes.
Go
So,
ahead.
no, let me give straight facts.
Listen,
you know.
Go ahead.
So I give like my top 2 because for me, Tupac, Immortal Technique, and then the reason why I add those 3 for me is what I listen to on a daily basis. And then TV Gucci, believe it or not, I've discovered him like during the pandemic. And then the man's energy, and then his flow, and then he got bars too. It's like I always relate to like Pac and then J. Cole type, you know. Even though he's an OVO rap style, but like his flow is different than Drake and Dream and all of them. And that's why like I vibe.
And that's what I wanted to hear. Because I didn't know the man.
No, I
And it's your top 5.
Yeah, that's my top 5.
Straight facts. You already know. We got our boy Louco here
What's up?
from the show.
May have Kingston, Paramount Plus, subscribe.
Of course. So, now we're going to bring this segment. It's called Finish the Sentence. Okay?
Nice.
Very simple. It's self-explanatory, actually.
Absolutely.
You just finished the sentence. Okay, so
Straight facts.
That's straight facts. The first thing I do in the morning is
Meditate.
meditate.
Absolutely.
All right. The last thing I do before I go to bed is
Pray.
Pray.
Yeah,
A
absolutely.
religious man.
Absolutely.
Okay. This one's short. I always keep.
I was what? Sorry.
I always keep. I always keep. Finish the sentence.
My bag with me.
Your bag.
Yes, my gym bag.
Your gym bag. Okay, we gotta
Bomaye,
work out.
shout out to Bomaye, by the way.
Bomaye Fitness, you already
That's
know.
it.
Sosa
When I
Fit
get my
in the
workout.
cut. Yes,
Get
sir.
my abs in summer. Trust
Well,
me.
goddamn it! See the size of these motherfucking biceps in the motherfucking camera.
That's it.
Then
Now
you
we gotta work on
motherfucking
the
working
belly.
out. Some
Bomaye-
Nigerian ass nigga with your
Bomaye
damn shit.
Fitness gotta help me with the belly now.
With
I gotta
Bomaye
put it down.
Fitness.
That's it. Summertime.
That is what's up. Okay, my favorite thing about Ottawa is
The culture.
the culture.
Yes.
Okay?
Diversity.
Tell them, because most people don't know about Ottawa, Canada. They
Absolutely.
refer to us as Toronto. So go ahead, talk to them, men.
No, absolutely. That's true because they're always like they think Toronto's the capital. That's what's
Yes, sir.
again, the sad
Disrespectful.
thing. The culture. Ottawa got the culture.
It is
You got
the
like
culture.
the Asian community, the Lebanese community, you got the Africans community, and you got everybody else basically.
These are prevalent cultures for sure. Don't forget
Absolutely.
the Greeks as well. Okay, so my favorite place to visit is
the gym, bro.
the gym. Well,
lie to you.
now let's talk about those traps, goddammit.
I'm not
So what's
gonna lie
your
to
trap routine?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's an addiction, man. It's a good addiction, though.
Yes, a good addiction.
That's where I get my peace.
Of
man.
course, and the ladies love it.
Absolutely.
So, the most important thing to me is don't sit in the gym.
The most important is
You're
my
too
mother,
deep,
man. My mother.
Your mother?
She's my savior.
That is
man.
honorable.
I feel like she's related to God because she saves me on this planet.
That's very honorable,
Absolutely.
bro. To me, a good day is
When there's peace in the world, especially right now, I think we
I
need
know
that.
all that mayhem going
The
on.
good
with Russia
days
and
when I
Ukraine.
wake up and I hear good news, man.
Mhm.
I love peace.
So, in the studio, I've always got to have
A book with me.
a book.
Yeah. So
Okay.
During like cuts and sets
Mhm.
and waiting time.
So you're not on your phone.
I don't like being on my phone.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a big distraction, but sadly we need it in this new world. So.
It's sad,
Yeah.
sad. Okay, so one thing I'm always wearing is
My watch.
your watch.
I love my watch.
What type of watch you always rocking? Tell us about your drip. Go ahead.
Man, my drip is not like, I don't know, you guys went
Yeah, yeah.
Diesel. Me is Diesel, man. I
Diesel?
love Diesel watches.
That's very
I
good,
love,
very
I don't like
classic.
bling bling.
It's okay.
I like
Look at
rubber
Elon
watches.
Musk. All the big boys, they ain't rocking designer. Okay, so I love
eating.
I know, we see you fucking feed and train.
Hey,
we
I'm
know
not
that,
saying-
Louco.
Straight facts.
And that's straight facts. And what do you hate?
I hate broccolis.
Broccolis?
I hate broccolis.
Broccolis?
I can't eat it.
You gonna tell this to the whole world like that?
I'm sorry.
The kids are watching, fam.
No, kids, eat your broccolis, bro. Eat your broccoli.
Don't do what
But
the
do
stars
not
of
bring me some
Paramount Plus
broccoli.
are doing. Kids, don't do that. Anyways, who am I to judge? I'm scared of
Heights.
heights. Okay, you don't do roller coasters?
Nah, just today, man. Getting up here, I had to like go in front because the back it was really high for me. You know?
Okay, put back on the setup of the studio.
Yes.
Okay, people would be surprised to know
I love country music.
you love country music.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, man. I fell in love
Your
with
little,
no,
your
I
little
fell-
ass ex-ass nigga.
No,
No, it's okay.
no, not
You-
sorry. Hold on.
You understand
Time
you in the
out, time out.
industry.
Not
I'm a
this-
liberal myself.
No, not this type of country music. I'm talking about like country music, like 40 MT, like country music.
Yeah, but Lil Nas X did a song with.
Man, I don't think that's
Mr.
country, man. I think that's like him. That's no
him?
disrespect to Lil Nas.
Yeah,
but
the liberals are furious.
Yeah.
Okay, so if I could choose my last meal on earth, it would probably be
chicken with rice and beans and some pickles and
Yes.
And hold up, I'm not done.
Nigga alert.
I'm not done. And then, to be honest with you, man, I would actually share with somebody that has been starving. I think as my last meal, I would share my food with somebody that's starving. I think that's the best way to go.
That's
knowing
big.
that I was sharing. So
That is
that's
big.
what I would actually do.
That
for
is
real,
big.
honestly.
That is big. Okay, so if my 13-year-old self could meet me today, he'd think,
I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we didn't quit. You know.
Yeah, and that was the
13
year. That was the year you were still in Haiti, or just
No,
left Haiti?
I left Haiti.
Left
like
Haiti.
July 1998. Yeah.
Wow.
man.
So that was. I'm sure at the time you were probably like, wow, like what are the possibilities in
Absolutely,
America?
yeah.
Coming to America for real, for real.
You know, coming to Canada, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
And,
true,
and last
yeah.
but not least, let me ask you this, okay?
Mhm.
The most exciting thing to think about. Okay, now what should we look for from you in 2022?
2022, speaking to existence, doing a big movie or a big TV show so I can start supporting my people.
There you go,
Yeah.
there you go. And that's straight facts. We're done.
Straight fact. You guys are amazing. Thank you.
Oh
guys.
yes,
You guys are
Louco.
amazing.
You already know.
Straight fact. That was a real deal.
Oh, that's my
Real
guy
deals.
right there.
Real
Thank
deals,
you,
man.
brother.
Thank you for
I
having me.
appreciate that. I appreciate that, everybody.
What's up? Y'all tune in to Straight Facts. You just had me. This was amazing. It's a blessing. History in the making. I was here. So, shout out to Boomaye Fitness. Shout out to VP Zoe Ace Jr. from BI Media Entertainment. He's responsible for all this amazing footage. Shout out to Mello. Shout out to Currency Entertainment. You know, just support the real ones, man. You know, y'all see what Straight Facts is doing. So just make sure you tune in on Instagram, Facebook. They're on Spotify as well. They got a podcast. Trust me, I want to listen to Zoe and Ace go out there with VP. So I'm going to be tuning in. So make sure, because this is Straight Facts.